All right, wow, we're here at the red carpet premiere of The Haunting of Pearson Place. Here with actress Bianca. Bianca, how you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm great. Yes, I'm an actress. My name's Bianca Barnett, and I'm excited about seeing Michael's film tonight because he's wanting to cast me in his next film, Dracul, where I get to play a vampire, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, now, the vampires are really hot right now. Are you a fan of, like, True Blood and Twilight and all that stuff?
Well, not Twilight so much, but True Blood, I love. I love it, yeah.
So it was easy to say yes to this project.
Definitely. I've always wanted to play a vampire. I've been in a lot of horror films, so I get to play kind of monsters and sort of scream queen type roles, so actually being a vampire villainess is going to be really cool.
Now, what do you know about this film? Not much has been revealed about this plot, about the haunting of Pearson Place. We do know it's a horror thriller, and we know it's scary.
I know. I've heard that it's scary. This is my first time seeing it, and I've heard that it's really good, not just from Michael himself, but from many people who have seen it and worked on it. So I'm excited. I love scary movies, and I want to be terrified, so I hope that happens tonight.
What other film projects might we have seen you in the past?
Oh, well, I'm in a film called Albino Farm, which is actually playing on Showtime right now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it'll be playing on Showtime and the movie channel, TMC, Showtime Beyond, Showtime Extreme. I just did a film called My Sucky Teen Romance, another vampire parody type film, and that played at South by Southwest this year, so that was a big deal that it premiered there. And I worked on a film called Dead Inside with Perry Teo. He did the movie Necromentia, which was very popular, kind of scary, psychological thriller. So I've got quite a resume. And
mostly in that horror genre, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm like one of the nicest people ever, but
right.
People really want me to be scary for some reason.
Sure.
So I love it. I mean, I'm happy to work. So
that's great. Now, are you based here in the Washington, D.C. area?
I just moved. I'm originally from Texas, and then I moved to L.A., and then I just moved back, and I'm in Hagerstown near Baltimore. So sure. I'm really close to all of this. So it's really exciting just to get to know this area, like a different coast. It's a different feel, and I love it because I kind of got burnt out on L.A., but, you know.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But we're looking forward to this screening here, this premiere of The Haunting of Pearson Place, and look forward to seeing you in the next MCM Films project.
No, I'm excited, too. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for your time.
Thanks for talking to us, Bianca.
All right, take care.
All right. More to come here at the red carpet premiere for Click on This of Haunting of Pearson Place. All right, we're here with one of the actors of The Haunting of Pearson Place, Mick Maguire. How you doing this evening?
Doing well, Dal.
Are you excited for this big red carpet premiere?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it's all right there, so you know. Yeah. Going to go see myself on the big screen. Yes.
Right now, I'm hearing that this movie is really scary. Can you confirm or deny?
Well, yeah. Especially since I myself, I can't really give away too much, so I shouldn't do that yet. But apparently,
did you have any sleepless nights?
Me, yeah. That where we shot was pretty scary in and of itself. So yeah, it was. All the way around, great experience. And the director though, this one, the scary part was being 5 minutes late to this guy's set, which I never was. I can confirm that because I actually work with this guy. This is Mike Marino, the director of The Haunting of Pearson Place.
He fired me. No, I'm kidding. No. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's great to see you, Mike.
6 years. 5
Oh, no. We had that little impromptu meeting downtown for your reality project. By the way, whatever happened to that reality project?
The money disappeared. Like reality. It went away.
It was a great concept. It was like, 6 to 7 hotties on a boat.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out when. Okay? We're going to do it.
All right, we won't talk too much about that, but this is a more important event tonight.
Yeah.
The Haunting of Pearson Place. Again, we're hearing it's a very, very scary flick, and that seems to be your niche, right? The horror thrill genre, right?
Well, I love horror films. And the thing about making horror films is just they're fun. Anything's possible. It doesn't matter what you do because there's no logic to it. It doesn't matter. So, plus you get hot girls. That's help.
This guy has not changed over the years.
Pretty girls. I'm getting a little older. Prettier girls, so they're doing all right. But yeah, I love it. It's fun.
Fantastic. You have Joe Estevez.
Yeah,
of course.
Right somewhere.
Yeah, he's part of the famous Estevez Sheen family, and we're. Yeah, and how was it? How did you get Joe to be a part of the project?
It was really long and complicated. The process took me probably all of 5 minutes. I called him.
5 minutes, wow. And you could get one of the Sheen Estevez in your film.
I called him, and he said, Washington, D.C. I don't think I've ever been to Washington, D.C. I said, really? He goes, well, I wasn't on that show, so there's no reason for me to be in Washington, D.C. I would love to come to Washington, D.C. in the fall. And that was it. Wow. That was it. And he read the script, and then he called me back and goes, I like the script, but I think my character needs a little more development. I said, you want more scenes, don't you? And he goes, yes. I go, easy, no problem. I sent it back to him. He goes, perfect. 3 more scenes, perfect. I'm like, that's it. He was great. He's a dream to work with. All these guys were great. Mick was a trooper. I mean, he had broken ribs in the film. Yeah. And he actually
literally got injured on set. That's insane.
No, he didn't get injured on the set. What happened was, an hour before going on stage on a Friday night show for War of the Worlds here in D.C., I stumbled over a pair of shoes coming out of the shower. Okay. Yeah, I keep my very.
You stumbled over a 19-year-old girl coming out of the shower.
Okay,
I want to see how much he's going to have to cut out of this.
Yes. So I'll start back, so it would make the editing a little easier. But I stumbled over a pair of shoes trying to get to the theater and landed on my nightstand right across here. Went on stage, 5 shows in 3 nights, and I had there's a particular scene in the movie where I'm in a cramped space. I don't want to give up too much here, but I'm in a cramped space. I'm in a crawl space. Yeah, I'm in a crawl space, and oh god, that was painful. No doubt about that. I popped some painkillers and got through it. Everything was fine.
Tell us about your character in the film.
Well, Jim is he's a county inspector. It's a little creepy. When he first comes on, I've
heard that about Mike. I'm just joking.
Yeah, right. I think it's
true. I am a county inspector.
Let's
not walk into that.
For character study, I did do a little did my homework right here. But,
it was me. Yeah, no.
You're not quite sure what to make.
He followed me around is what he did. Look behind trees. He's over there.
And that's how I became creepy. Yeah. So you're just not quite sure what to make and this guy and. I don't want to give up too much, but
of course not.
He's
actually not in the movie. I cut him out, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's talk about the hot chicks in the film. Of course, we love the beautiful women that have been in many of an MCM film project. Correct? Going back to the Milkman, we love the Milkman.
You know as well as I do what the story is there. I mean, you were in one of my movies.
That's right.
Chick. I mean, come on, it was great. I kind of come from the school of pretty girls are nice to look at. It's not that difficult, really. It's no-brainer.
Well, who can we see in the film?
You got Tracy Teague. That's a pretty girl, right? She's from Baltimore. Ken Arnold, Reagan Wilson, obviously Mick Maguire, yes. Joe Estevez, Kelly Slagle. Who else? Nadia Williams, Paul Bugowski. A lot of local D.C. actors, a couple New York actors, and obviously an L.A. actor in Joe. Oh, and Susie Lorraine. Can't forget Susie Lorraine. We love Susie Lorraine. She's a big scream queen. Love Susie. She couldn't be here tonight. I'm so sad. She's filming in Montreal. Bikini Girls on Ice Die or something like that. So
that sounds like a Mike Marino project right there. Now, Mike, you actually have another project in the works already called Dracula. I talked to one of your actresses. Tell us a little about it.
Dracula is a political thriller. A guy's running for president, but he's really a vampire. It's that simple. Nobody knows it, except for 2 guys. And they're trying to kill him before he actually becomes president.
Because if they did know it, he wouldn't get out of the Iowa caucuses.
Right. You got it. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Yeah,
well, guys, we're looking forward to seeing this film. We're looking forward to seeing the movie. More to come here. But click on this. More of the actors here on the red carpet, the Haunting of Pearson Place here in Washington, D.C. With Mike and Mick. See you guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay. We are here with one of the stars of the Haunting of Pearson Place, Mr. Joe Estevez. How are you, Joe?
I am. Now that you finally interviewed me, Al, I'm doing fine.
We love to hear that, Joe. Yeah. Part of the famous Estevez Sheen family. Wow, that's a great distinction, isn't it?
It's the first time I'm using this line tonight. I must again get that sheen off my face. Okay. Is it better now? Okay. I've shot movies on that camera. That is a great camera. Yeah, really, I'm serious.
Now, Joe, as far as using Estevez over Sheen, what was your decision? As opposed to your brother and your nephew using Sheen as your last name?
Well, Estevez is my last name.
Right.
And my brother changed it to Sheen way back in the day when, maybe they would have been prejudicial towards Puerto Ricans. We're not Puerto Rican, but, he wanted a white bread name and but he regrets it to this day that he changed it to Sheen. Absolutely. Wow. Absolutely. His name is Ramon Estevez, and he wishes he would have kept it, but as they say, that's history.
That's Hollywood. That's how Hollywood is. Now, you decided you wanted to stick to your Latin American roots by keeping Estevez.
Well, it's a long story, but I worked on my uncle's name of Michael Phelan for about 4 years. And then I came to my senses. I said, what am I doing this for? As much as he was a very famous Irish actor. And I said, as much as I admire him, I'm Joe Estevez, and that's the name I should work under. But if you look up under my IMDb, Joe Phelan had a good career for about 4 years, and he disappeared. So, but
I saw your IMDb. It is literally as long as a short book. It's very long. Lots of credits to your name. Out of all your projects, Joe, what are you best known for? As far as all your projects are concerned.
What am I a single movie or?
Yes.
Yeah, I would assume Soul Taker.
Yes.
Which I did in 1989, and it's kind of the thing that put me on the map internationally, and I've literally been working ever since I've done that movie. Sure. So I'm very thankful to Soul Taker. I mean, I think that I've done better movies. I mean, I think I've done more social movies that have made social statements that I'm very proud of, but none of them have done as well as Soul Taker.
We'll see how Hanukkah Pearson Place does. It's certainly glad that you're part of a project that's here in Washington, D.C. Tell us how you got involved with the project.
Michael, I don't know how he got a hold of me, but I got a call.
He's sneaky like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's terrific. I love Michael Moreno. He sent me the script. He said, tell me what you think. I read the script. I said, man, this is scary. I mean, it's not bloody. It's not gory. It's scary. And I said, I love it. I want to do your movie. So we, worked up a contract, and the rest, came to Washington and shot it. And I like it. I'm very proud of this movie.
Right.
Yeah, I hope it does very well for Michael. It's a movie like this should do very well, but a lot of movies they put twice as much money, sometimes three times as much money.
This is very true.
In the prints and advertising, P&R, than they do in the actual making of the movie. Mike is trying to make this happen by word of mouth. Oh, can I say this? I got a movie opening in late January.
Okay, let's talk about it.
It's called Doomby, and it's getting a national release. It'll be here in Washington in January. Please see this movie. It makes a social comment. It's a great movie. I'm incredibly proud of this work, and I'm proud of everybody that's in it. So I ask you, please step out and put down a few bucks and go see it.
So you've certainly been to Washington, D.C. several times over your career, right?
Not really, no. I was here doing the movie.
Sure.
And that's it. When I was in the Navy, and I'm terrific that we're here at the U.S. Memorial Theater, but when I was in the Navy, I was in and around this area, but never in Washington. So it's great. I love the city. In spite of the politicians, I love the city.
Although Martin has been here several times, your brother.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get elected to some office or something. They finally said, "Okay, man, we'll let you play the president." Okay, all right. And so yeah, but
now I got to ask: did you watch the roast of Charlie Sheen? What were your thoughts?
No, I didn't. I just it's not. No, I didn't. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's interesting that really none of the family came to attend that particular event from the Comedy Central, but I thought it was really funny. Can we ask your opinion and your thoughts of what Charlie is doing with his career right now, and as far as him leaving 2.5 Men? I just wanted to know your thoughts personally, as his uncle.
Yeah, Charlie is sober, and he is focused. I think Charlie is an incredible actor. I wish that he could afford to do a Shakespeare on Broadway. I think he would be phenomenal. But I love the guy. I think as long as he stays straight, and he's going to, because he's turned a corner in his life,
Yes.
You know, full speed ahead, Charlie. Whatever you do, God bless you. I'm 100% behind you. You know, with 2.5 Men, however he left the show, it was time to go. I think it was time to go. He was bored. It looked like the last couple of years he was on it. It was time for him to move on. Artistically, when you're being paid that much money, it's hard to turn it down. Sometimes, you know, the pocketbook says yes, but no matter how much the pocketbook says yes, the spirit says, I can't do this no more. Oh, wow. You know,
the comedy really seems to be Charlie Sheen's niche, and he excels at it, and he's really good at it.
He does, but he is an incredible dramatic actor. Incredible. And he could play comedy, you know, I hate this term, but dramedies. I mean, you know, Charlie is, you know, he's still got the incredible looks. He's got the incredible talent. I tell you, there's a third act out there that Charlie, I think that we haven't seen the best of Charlie yet. You know, and the Charlie that we're going to see is going to be a much more mature, a much more giving, a much more loving Charlie.
But gotta ask, were you at least a little concerned during his, I guess it's kind of his fall from grace when he was on his, you know, warlock routine and on the drug called Charlie Sheen? You know, what were your thoughts during that time?
I'll tell you, if you look back at the reviews that or the interviews that I get, I said, the kid's all right, man. He's sober. I said pretty much the same thing that, you know, it's like when you get off of any drug or you come out of any system, there's a madness, you know, and he was just going through that madness. That was, you know, maybe he should have done it behind closed doors and locked himself away, you know. Charlie's not that kind of guy, you know. He did it for the world to see, you know. He dropped his pants figuratively in front of the world, you know.
And sometimes literally as well.
Well, you know. But
the goddesses quotes us.
Yeah. But I think that he's righted his ship, so to speak, and, you know, it's full speed ahead. Yeah.
Well, Joe, wow, lots of luck to you, Joe, and to your film career, obviously. This is going to be a great film. I've worked with Mike before. We're looking forward to The Haunting of Pearson Place.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a big success, and stay tuned. There's going to be more.
Right. Another actress here at the red carpet premiere of The Haunting of Pearson Place, Kelly Slagle. How you doing, Kelly?
I'm doing great. How are you?
And we saw each other last time at the Six Non-Smokers red carpet in Baltimore. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's just getting ready to head into festival land, so I'm really excited to see what it does.
Wow, so you're going from like a comedy to a horror thriller here, Haunting of Pearson Place.
Yep, a little bit of a stretch.
Now, do you have a preference of whether you do comedies or horror thrillers? Or you like?
I think people who cast me have a preference to not put me in a comedy, so they have a preference for me to be the either the scary or the intimidating one. But
well, you are a tall drink of water, so you can be a little intimidating.
Yes, exactly.
Now, tell us a little bit about your character in this movie.
My character's name is Carol Cook. She's not in the movie very much, but she's key to the plot. She's very creepy is the best word I can come up with for her. She runs a farmstead store, I think is from my understanding of the script. It's a store that she runs, that she interacts with the main characters and tells them about what's up with the house down the road, which we find out later. But yeah, she's really interesting.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to hearing about it because I heard it's really, really scary. Would you tend to agree with what everyone's saying about this film?
From what I've seen, yes, it's definitely a thriller of a ride. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Very, very cool. Now, Francis Abbey, I know you worked on a couple other projects with him, haven't you?
Yes, we've worked on a couple of different things. Six Non-Smokers was the biggest thing we've worked on, though. We're hopefully working on a short in the near future that's a comedy, so we should see that.
Great. Now, what do you think of working with my friend Mike Marino on this project? He's a good friend of mine.
He was great. He was a great guy. No, I hope I get to work with him again.
So this is your first film with MCM?
He approached me with this because he had seen some of my other work, and I met with him, and he wanted me on board, so I said, okay, and I'll do it again.
Right on. I remember your character, Six Non-Smokers. Who could forget? I think I was on the receiving end of a whipping, I believe.
You might have been. Just a little one.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. It was good to see you again, Kelly. More to come here. Click on this, the red carpet screening of The Haunting of Pearson Place. All right, another actor here at the Haunting of Pearson Place. We're here with Paul Bigelski. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Oh, absolutely.
Paul, good to have you here. Obviously, you must be really excited about this red carpet screening, aren't you?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about your character in the film, please. Let's talk about it.
Well, Dr. Nichols is sort of an early 20th century neuroscientist who is attempting to restore proper mental functioning to the poor soldiers from World War I. We'll look forward to see what he does on the screen.
Wow, apparently we can't talk too much about your character in the film, but I gotta say, you're certainly a veteran in the acting industry here in the D.C. area. I've seen you in a few sets. You've done a lot of work here in this area, haven't you?
Well, I've been trying to. After all actors are starving, right? But I've been privileged to work on some of the major television shows, major motion pictures.
Okay.
I've done some television work, and I'm especially proud of my work in the movie The Eighth Plague, an independent film.
The Eighth Plague, an independent film. Great, fantastic. Now, you do a lot of independent films, and you also do a lot of studio films as well.
I do whatever meets my talent.
There you go. There you go. Well, Paul, looking forward to seeing the film. I know you're excited.
Thank you very much.
And working with such a great cast and crew. More to come here. Click on this. All right, here with another actor, The Haunting of Pearson Place, Regan. How you doing, Regan?
Great. I'm excited to see the film because I haven't yet. And here's Ken Arnold, who's also in the picture.
Oh, right on, Ken. Good to see you again, man. We saw each other in the parking lot, headed to this star-studded premiere here.
Oh,
fantastic.
It's exciting. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here with Reagan again.
Again.
How many films is this for us? I don't even remember.
4. Well, 3 and 1 pilot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both of you certainly veterans of the acting industry here in the D.C. and the Maryland area, aren't you? Both of you, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I've been doing it here for 15 years, so.
Yeah, and I started about 10 years ago.
Wow.
So.
And Regan, I remember meeting you as part of the Milkman MCM Films project, Mike Marino's project, a few years ago.
The Milkman, though, is it's a cool concept because it's about a guy who kills people with milk products. And
Nice.
it really lends itself toward a franchise, and I have been talking to Mike Marino about redoing that with a bigger budget and just a better crew and cast and everything.
Interesting.
And maybe even replacing me.
No, you don't want that. Let's be
I was
honest.
just going to say, better crew and cast. That would
Yeah.
leave me out, so I'm out.
I thought I'd lump myself in that as well. But the Milkman is a great concept, so maybe we'll see that again someday.
Right now, any similarities with the Milkman and this project, Haunting of Pearson Place?
No.
Totally different film, but certainly still in the horror thriller genre, which tends to be kind of like the recurring theme for Mike Marino and his projects, right?
I think so, although Ken and I shot something with Mike last spring, which was a total departure. It was a drama, and that was interesting because I think it allowed Mike to reset and approach horror, the genre, from a different angle.
Okay.
But really, Ken and I go back further than that. We had a film 4 years ago.
Are you going to bring this up right now? Okay, bring it up.
I thought I might.
Okay, bring it up. It's good. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, in this film, we both have our respective lady friends.
Sure.
Okay, but
Both are very lovely, I'm assuming.
of course, yeah, very much so. But we had a bond that extended beyond that.
Yes, we did. And it doesn't really show through in this film, but in the film we did 4 years ago, Acting Cupid, we had a scene where we had a manly kiss.
Oh my God! Wow, we're talking lip locks. Are we talking tongues here?
No,
we sort of drew the line.
Thank God.
We drew the line there, but it's okay. It's okay because it was all right. I was comfortable with Reagan. He was comfortable with me,
Right.
and it was all right.
It was a first. And so I mean, it
Jake Gyllenhaal could do it in Brokeback Mountain. You guys could do it, right?
yeah, it wasn't quite that intense, but
Yeah,
it
wasn't
was
that
outside downtown Baltimore at night, and we probably had more people around on set that day than any other day in terms of just like bystanders. And of course, that was the one scene where we kissed, take after take after take.
After take.
And you're the one requesting all those multiple takes, right?
Oh yeah.
Of course, Regan. Well, guys, we're really excited about this film project. And, of course, there's lovely women. Let's go to the women. There's some lovely women in this project, aren't there?
Yeah. Well, he knows Tracy better than I do.
Yeah.
Yes, Tracy Teague, Julie Forzate. Is that how we say Julie's last
Forziati?
name? Forziati?
Maybe.
Okay, I don't, But Julie is an incredible talent, and she's a beautiful woman. Susie Lorraine is phenomenal as well. Nadia Williams.
Nadia.
Yes. I mean, we were fortunate to be surrounded by such lovely women.
Kind of making up for that little lip lock from a few weeks ago, a few years ago.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, not that there's anything wrong
with that.
Because there isn't.
No, but Nadia was great and quite a surprise. She'll tell you herself she was relatively green coming onto this. You would never know it. I mean, she picked up like a true professional, hit her mark, knew her lines, on time, a joy to work with. Can't say enough about her. So.
Well, guys, we're looking forward to this red carpet premiere. We're getting ready to see the actual film. You know, I don't know.
No, we haven't either.
Yeah. So the anticipation must be building, and maybe it'll scare the piss out of you, both of you. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know what they're going to do in post. So.
Hopefully they didn't cut me out. That's all.
That's the important thing, guys.
There goes the picture. Yeah.
More here to come here at the red carpet screening of the Haunting of Pearson Place. Here, click on this, guys.
Hi, I'm Joe Estevez, and I want you to watch. Click on this. This guy's for real. Big Al.
You got it.